Folks, March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Colorectal cancer, which is the combination of colon and rectal cancer, is among the highest causes of death for African Americans, both male and female. The most commonly diagnosed cancers among black men are prostate, which accounts for 31% of all cancers, lung cancer at 15%, then colon and rectum, also known as colorectal, at 9%. Among black women, the most common cancer, breast cancer, which accounts for 32% of all cancers, then lung cancer 11%, and then colorectal at 9%. Here to discuss this, Dr. Caudle, a family physician and assistant professor at Rowan University School of Osteopathic Medicine, also joining us via Skype from LA, stage 4 colon cancer survivor and founder of Brown Sugar Rehab, Shannon Sylvain. Doc, I want to start with you. And so, okay, so first of all, when should people, is there a certain age you should get checked? When is that for this?
Okay, so people should be checked. In fact, everyone should be checked. For the vast majority of people, the age of 50, but for African Americans, we need to start colon cancer screening with colonoscopy at the age of 45. This is an American College of Gastroenterology recommendation, and this is really important because, colon cancer is the third most commonly diagnosed cancer, but for African Americans, we die more and are diagnosed with it more than any other race. The mortality rates are higher.
They find out later?
There's a lot of reasons. There's racial disparities in healthcare, and this falls under that. Access to care, health insurance, you name it.
So what is the test? What is it?
So the screening test, the best one is the colonoscopy. That's the best test, and that's what I'm saying everyone needs to be screened with.
What is that? I mean,
yeah, well, let's talk.
Come on, you don't know.
Let's talk about what it is. So,
I mean, they put you to sleep.
I got it, but what is it?
They put you to sleep for one thing.
Okay.
So I'm glad we're talking about because a lot of people.
Take it you've had one, Scott?
I haven't.
I hope so.
I felt violated, but I didn't know it.
You did not feel violated. You were asleep for
I knew something had happened when I woke up. I just didn't feel like it.
No, you scared him.
Okay, so
That's not how it goes.
What is it?
Okay, it's colonoscopy. A lot of people are afraid of it, but they shouldn't be. It's only 30 minutes long, and you are put to sleep. You don't actually remember the procedure, okay? So contrary to popular belief,
that was the scariest part.
And you don't feel any pain.
Okay.
So it's what it is that the doctor will actually use sort of like a little scope with a camera and go up the rectum and up the GI tract to take a look and make sure there are no polyps or cancers or things like that. Again, you don't remember it, you're asleep, there's no pain, it's only 30 minutes. It is one of the best things that you can do because oftentimes if colon cancer is found early, it can be prevented, it can be treated, it saves lives.
Shannon, you were diagnosed what age?
Yeah, I was diagnosed last year at 31. And I agree, everything that she just said. I went into the doctor actually 5 or 6 years, not my current doctor, but a different doctor 5 or 6 years beforehand, and told them that I saw blood in my stool, and they thought that because of my age that it was probably just due to a poor diet and health. So they never suggested any kind of testing, certainly not a colonoscopy. So I went on for many years having colorectal cancer, and I was diagnosed at 31 with stage 4 colorectal cancer.
Well, and that's something I actually want to mention. Shannon, first of all, I want to say, congratulations for going through your treatment. I know that this is really difficult, and at age 31, it's definitely very rare. A recent study showed that a lot of younger people are getting more cancers, colon cancers, than we previously saw. But Shannon, I mean, you did the right thing because you went to your doctor and you talked about abnormal symptoms, and that's one of the things I wanted viewers to know. Rectal bleeding, blood in your stool, abdominal pain, weight loss, fatigue, any of these symptoms that are abnormal, you've got to go to your doctor, and that's what Shannon did. And so that's one thing I want to say is if you have those symptoms, no matter what age you are, you need to get into the doctor because you may need a colonoscopy.
So Shannon, what is Brown Sugar Rehab?
So Brown Sugar Rehab is a nonprofit organization that I created when I was going through recovering because of the financial need that I feel like Black people need. I feel like it's hard if you're not covered under your health care to pay for a colonoscopy. My colonoscopy was $3,000. So I thought twice about getting it done. I'm grateful that obviously I did get it done, but I definitely thought twice about getting it done. So I want to raise awareness about healthy living, things that you can do to keep yourself balanced in your day-to-day life, and then also raise money to pay for people's colonoscopies who aren't covered under preventative health care.
So, Jen, go back. You said for African Americans it should be 45?
Should be 45, yes. And one thing I will say, though, is if you're at high risk for colon cancer, meaning you have a family history of colon cancer, you've had colon cancer yourself, or you have polyps, you have certain medical conditions that predispose you, if you have inflammatory bowel disease, if you have a high risk for cancer, then you should be screened probably before 45 and 50. But that's for people of average risk. You or I, let's say I don't have any risk factors.
Right.
I become 45, I need to be screened because I'm African American. So absolutely. And then of course, once again, as Shannon mentioned,
now, see,
if
that's
you have symptoms, you need to go
because I'm 48, I'll be 49 in November. My doctor never said get screened at 45.
Well, I'm not your doctor, but I'm going to tell you.
No, I'm saying. I'm saying, and I'm a black doctor.
But see, and so you have to understand, though, the American College of Gastroenterology is the one with that guideline of the age of 45. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force, which is what, the government looks at and whatever is the age of 50. But I go by the ACG guidelines for 45 because African Americans have a higher risk, so get screened.
I'm gonna text my black doctor.
I'm glad.
I'm gonna text my black doctor to see what he says about what you got to say.
Yeah, put him on speaker. Let's talk.
Shannon, how can folks get more information about your organization?
Please visit brownsugarrehab.org. It's all together, brownsugarrehab.org.
All right, Shannon, we appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Jan, thanks so much as well. A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. His hands are in the air, and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not gonna let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally.
What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.